One of Grade 10 NIOS Entrepreneurship with the code word 249. It's a new chapter, so that's why you don't have any guidebooks available on Amazon. But these small sessions, one per chapter, there are 70 chapters in all, should help you. The first one is the easiest one of all, perhaps, which says Introduction to Entrepreneurship. So let's go ahead and do a little bit of introduction. We're going to talk about what is the meaning of what an entrepreneur is. An entrepreneur basically is a French word, which means someone who does business of their own. In a technical format, primarily it is entrepreneurship is all kind of opportunities. Remember that, that is more better. So this is first answer that I seek to, suggest that you should have. Someone who says all kind of opportunities is a good one. However, there's a better answer which says entrepreneurship is the manifest ability and willingness of individuals on their own terms within or outside existing organization to perceive and create new economic opportunities. Please remember the word, the annotations have gone a little away. If you're creating new economic is anything with money, new economic opportunities. It could be a product. So this is a watch. So you create a new watch, a smart watch. It could be service, like today's milk service, right? The big basket service, or some kind of product market combination, an online school for that matter. Ideas in the market in the face of uncertainty by making decisions is an entrepreneur. Someone who creates a new economic opportunity, could be product or service or a mixture of those, right? With right ideas in the face of an uncertain market, making decisions is what I think of an entrepreneur, right? Let me quickly do away with this. Let me quickly undo the annotations, which I hope I can. Clear? Don't worry, we are doing good. We're learning something new about entrepreneur. So let's look at a definition of an entrepreneur. So entrepreneur is an economic process when an idea is generated or an opportunity is created, right? Recreated, redeveloped, ultimately to create a profit by effective utilization of resources. It's not an answer you need to mug up, but perhaps an answer you will be able to define if you can do it. What's the key characteristics? Well, entrepreneurship is a profit-based activity. It's an economic activity, so you have to do that by identifying an opportunity. Think of Aman Verma of Boat. He saw that headphone is a huge market with the youth. It's an opportunity. And then best utilizing resource. He said, okay, India has got some talent. Can I use it? You can use one example and you can start talking about it. That makes the enterprise, which is basically a company, and that's an entrepreneur. All right. Let's quickly look at your in-text question. The emphasis of entrepreneurship is not merely on the dash, but also on the dash and implementation of new business ideas. So we learned it. It's not just idea generation, but also promotion and then implementing that. So an entrepreneur is also creating ideas, promoting it and implementing it. Okay, what else? Entrepreneurship is the best dash of resources utilize. It's not even a question. It's an English page. Best utilization of resources. Entrepreneurship is an economic activity done to create, develop, and maintain what is the bottom line? Profit sharing. Yes, there are a lot of community-oriented service, but at the end, it has to be sustainable. So profit is the motive for an entrepreneur. What are the type of entrepreneurs we can look at? Well, you can look at multiple type of entrepreneurs. Number one, based on the risk they take, based on the businesses they make, and based on the technology or ownership. There's also enterprise. So we'll quickly look at a lot of these. So let's say the first one is risk taker. What are the risks? Well, an entrepreneurship based on risk is an innovative entrepreneur. An entrepreneur comes up with absolutely brilliant new ideas, new markets. Think of Steve Jobs and Apple, right? It was different. Even Bill Gates and the Windows, when computers were not used. Computers were, there were only markets. Some people said for 5 computers in the world. Bill Gates says, okay, I'll create a computer business. Or Steve Jobs comes up and says, I'll create a new type of very expensive Apple computers. Risk takers, innovative. Then imitative, China. Imitative is characterized by, so you're looking at, okay, what are the new current trends? Micro school is an imitative. Small cars, nano. People love to have big sedans and SUVs, but they said in the traffic of Bangalore, you need small cars. Great. Small shopping complex. Everything small is very imitative. So imitative is current business ideas from the looking of it. Fabian. Okay, this is a different word. What is the Fabian? In which the individual owner does not take initiative in visualizing and implementing the ideas. Dealings are determined by customs, religion, trading, past. So this is completely new area. Just an example. Let's say there are too many, you go to Tirupati, there are a lot of people who cut their hairs, or you go for Hajj, people, do the hair. Wig is a huge business. You didn't take an initiative. You saw the customs, tradition, religion of people, and you created a business idea called Fabian. Drone, as the word says, concerned with business in which owners are satisfied with the existing model and the speed of business, not making anything. Let's say rental business is a drone business. I can buy a house, I can put it on rent, and I don't need to change anything around it. So that's the kind of businesses I'm looking at. 4 subtitles of risk, and these are the 4: innovative, imitative, Fabian, and drone. Innovative, anything new, risk taking. Imitative, look at the market, small size, micro school, micro shopping complex, micro polytechnic, small cars. Fabian, just look at the customs, religion, trading, and do not take initiative, just make a business out of it. A flower shop in front of a temple is a Fabian one. Drone, no change, but owners are satisfied by scaling the business, making it like rental business is a huge one. Okay, let's go a little down. Oh, where did we go? I need to close this. And now, based on business itself, what are the kind of businesses you can do? Well, as a business owner, there's an agriculture. India is an agrarian society. So all the things are on agriculture, irrigation, tractors, based on manufacturing. We love to manufacture. From pencils to cars, everything needs manufacturing. So use of technology, convert a raw material into fine product. Anything that comes in and you make them into fine product is manufacturing. And trading. Trade is buy and sell. There is a middleman. So you buy something from China, let's say a lot of goods, and you sell it in small. You buy in bulk, you sell in small. This is trading. So agricultural, manufacturing, and trading. Then the use of technology. Well, simple. Technical entrepreneurship, where you based on science and technology. Non-technical, which is based on marketing and distribution. Let's say DMart. It's not science and technology. It is just taking things and it's spreading it across its own stores. So this is how a non-technical comes in. Ownership. Well, this is a simple word. Is it something that you own? Right? Private ownership. Number 2. Right? Is it something that state owns? Best buses. Right? The buses, the trains are not owned by people. It's state buses. It is corporate. Reliance is a corporate. So it's a corporate ownership where corporate, a large organization controls, Airtel, Jio, all of these are corporate. Or is it a joint venture? A joint venture where government and a private entrepreneur comes in. For example, the airline industry, Tatas and government are together in flying the Air India. So these are based on ownership. Fair enough? So far, it's not difficult. You have to still remember it, but it's the way you remember anything in okay, good, in education. Then 2 more are there, right? I hope we have 2 more. Yes. Oh, 3 more, right? 3 more are there, and we're getting it easy. It's not difficult now. It's coming to enterprise is the size of the organization. Micro, small, medium, large. End of the story. That's all. Micro, very small, 5 crore rupees. Small, 75 crore rupees. Medium, up to 250 crore rupees. Large, more than 250 crore rupees. What about below 5 crores? Well, then we say we have to become a better entrepreneur. Based on gender, are you leading the girls in the class? Fantastic. So women entrepreneurship is big. It's also called the pink entrepreneurship. There's something called pink tax also. So you can think about it, you can read about it. But anything owned by women, there's so many. Give me 3 companies owned by women. Namita Thappar, right? Or Sugar Cosmetics, Mama Earth by Ghazal Aleg. There's so many women entrepreneurs across the world. In India, you can name a few, and these becomes iLive, Shaheen Mistri's Teach for India. It is a social responsibility by women. And finally, we also got something on social problem, social entrepreneurship, something that solves the problem of the masses. For example, this is a Nobel Prize winner from Bangladesh. His name is Mohammed Yunus. He started something called the Grameen Bank. Grameen Bank basically says that you can give micro loans. Who gives loan for 5,000 rupees? This is a bank that does. We also got something like that in India. We've got so many. One is Charity Water. In Africa, they're pumping water, social entrepreneurship. It is primarily run by charity and lot of CSR. Corporate social responsibility is a money that every company is obliged to give, and that is what we're doing. Well, we've done good. So let me quickly run through a little bit of it. Today's session, I'll break into 2 parts. So what are the following? Women entrepreneurship, well, it has to be number 4, gender. Small scale entrepreneurship is the size of enterprise. Of course, we got it right. Corporate entrepreneurship, what is corporate? Corporate ownership it has to be ownership based. Yeah, it is under the ownership category. Trading entrepreneurship, trading is the type of business that you're looking into. And imitative is about risk type. So these are all the options you had, and probably we did good. Okay, state these as true and false. Bill Gates is an example of an innovative entrepreneur. Yes. Corporate entrepreneurship is pioneered by Bergelman. There was a statement, I did not read it, so say true. Yes. Shanaz Hussain is an example of woman entrepreneurship, the one who's into designing and fashion. I think Shanaz Hussain, yeah, is his, probably. Yes, yes, I know Shanaz is a woman name, so we get it right. And then finally, development of small shopping complex is a example of imitative entrepreneurship. Yes, we read about it. Do nothing, just create some new opportunities, see the market. So we are all true. Well, good enough. I think we have your first chapter here for you. I'll keep running into, I'll quickly choose some quick answers. Choose the correct option. A woman entrepreneur is supposed to have minimum financial interest of how much to be a woman entrepreneurship? Yes, it has to be 51%. The concepts of social entrepreneurship, when did it come across? Well, it came right up in 1960. Any business with a turnover up to 5 crore is, of course, a micro enterprise. This is not difficult. Any business with 75 up to 250 crore. So, first micro, then small, then medium. So, this has to be medium and enterprise. We got good. So, in 15 minutes, we get one chapter done. What is self-employment? Government is keen for people to be virtually self-employed. You are your own taxpayer, right? So, three kind of people government says. Category A is someone with no saving. So no choice but take up whatever job is available. Low job, high job, doesn't matter. Category B is some saving. So they can open up something, but they choose to work in an office or a factory or a shop. Category 3 are people who can run their own business. I'm running my own academy. People are running their own tailoring shop, a bakery shop, right? Theo Brahma. It is nothing but an entrepreneur with a self-employed. That is a solopreneur or a self-employed. Solopreneur is a beautiful word. Remember the word. Someone who started on solopreneur. You are the only one who started your organization. So you are a solopreneur. All right. So we're looking at solopreneur. What are the advantages? Well, freedom to work, freedom to choose, freedom to get up when you want. Educational certificates are optional, which actually are optional. Well, to make unlimited amount of money, because it's not your salary. You don't have to wait for a formal leave to, let's say, take a 2-day trip to Lonavala. There's a lot of tax benefit that you can get, exemptions, and of course self-esteem. I'm an entrepreneur, right? I don't have to wear a tie to office or reach on 9 o'clock at all. But yes, there's some low sides. I won't call it disadvantages. Well, business is vulnerable. You're not sure about the income. It varies according to the market. It could be stressful, and there could be no formal retirement plan. Who wants to retire? But these are just quick answers that might help each other, so we can go ahead with it. All right. What are we looking at? Livelihood. So is the livelihood? Livelihood, any kind of income that you generate is a livelihood, right? Basic necessity, roti, kapda, makan, food, clothing, health, shelter, capacity. So government is interested in your livelihood and it gives you opportunities, right? In self-employment, person is free to choose time, place, manner to work, all of it, which is not an example of self-employment. Which one? Well, number, teaching is not self-employment. If you're teaching under somebody, I think today you have tuition classes which can open online tuition. Golden Sparrow Academy is self-employed. Running an online shop is self-employed. Running an errand service, it's like a small delivery service online, or even physical, all of it, right? Entrepreneurship are people who, what kind of people you're looking at? Who get salary? No. Who don't like to work? Well, they all love to work. Who have the ability to start their own business? Yes. You have the ability to start your own business. That's what an entrepreneur is. Someone who knows what's the difference. What's the difference between an entrepreneur and an employed person, right? So employment is basically a job, right? So there are a lot of benefits and demerits around it. So I'll quickly, I think I don't want to take too much. I'll do this in my part 2. So you get to know a little bit of 2 quick ones. All the best. You started well. Let's get on to